What a fast pace it was in the first quarter, Ali, and right now immediately scoring GlobalPort.
Jared Famous being very aggressive in attacking the basket.
We saw the first quarter shooting percentage at 50% for Barako, only 38 para sa GlobalPort. And Barako made sure to hit baskets inside the paint. Where else do they go? Of course, Liam Mosmoro, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block shot already. And here's Justin Chua, who has played well off the bench in that Barako front line. Garcia. Medyo masikip doon, throws it away, nakuha ni Pringle at hinawakan na lang ni Leftimova to prevent any fast break opportunity for the Batang Pied.
I mean, it's okay to attack baseline like that, especially if the defense is forcing you baseline, but sometimes it ends up being a trap. You got to be a little bit more mindful. Get to the middle somehow and start the pick and roll there.
Then when you have guards, they like Marvin Hayes and Stan Pringle, who have those quick hands.
Definitely.
Like to get into the passing lane.
Especially Stanley Pringle plays the passing lanes really well.
Buenafe, quick release from 3. Shado malakas sa rebound. Billy Mamaril getting that offensive board. Kicks it out to Pringle. Hit the 3 earlier, but Marvin Hayes was in his way. They reset that offense. Labas muna kay Ronjay Buenafe ang bola. Banggaan, pito ng referee. Somebody's gonna get called for a foul. Might be Carlo Leftimova. That's right. That's his second personal here in the first half.
It's very important for Ronjay Buenafe, Charlie, to really get going in this basketball game, because last game he only had 3 points. He's one of those guards that can come off the bench and provide a lot of scoring power for GlobalPort.
That's his first point of this game from the free throw line. Ronjay is one of those guys, even when he was a rookie many years ago with Coca-Cola, he showed us the potential to score in bunches.
Oh, definitely. What I liked about him is his ability to break defenders down coming off that wing. But a really creative player. And he's definitely got that Euro step down.
And the lead has been cut down to just 3. So this is the GlobalPort run once again. Ababu. Kinukulit niya Marvin Hayes. Bagsak si Ababu. Traveling pa, tinawag. So that's a double black eye for Dylan Ababu. Ball goes the other way.
And you see that. You see the defense by Marvin Hayes not allowing Dylan Ababu to go straight down the middle. He cut him off and, kind of confused Dylan Ababu a little bit. Ended up falling down for the turnover.
You know the kind of defense Marvin Hayes can play. He was out of the league. He was in the D-League for a couple of conferences, but now called back up because of that kind of defense that he provides. May kwento yata sa atin si Erica.
Maintaining the lead is of course the goal of Barako as they are up no more, and key is to keep on running. Sabi ni Coach Koy, hindi kayo pwedeng mapagod because they have to be able to push the guards of Global to work hard. Paalala rin ni Coach Koy, Global is deadly and can easily outplay them if they lose focus sa pagtakbo. But if they don't control the tempo, they may find themselves getting their second loss. Balik sa iyo.
Maraming salamat, Erica. And it's true, you talk about how explosive a team GlobalPort is. You saw how quickly that 10-point lead vanished.
Yeah, definitely, and a lot of it has to do with the defense, particularly the pick and roll defense, limiting the options. By the time they're trying to run that pick and roll offense, that shot clock is going down. Then, they try to get the ball inside. It's too late by that time. However, Liam McMorrow cleaning up the offensive rebounds.
That's right, and now hitting a free throw to give his team the lead back. And that's why it's very important for these big guys to be able to hit free throws. Attention PLDT Home DSL subscribers, upgrade now to a triple play plan. That's DSL plus 66 Signal TV channels at 400 pesos a month. To your DSL plan, no cash out and free installation. Upgrade now at PLDTHome.com. Stanley Pringle sitting in the air. Lefty layup para sa kanya. Tabla na naman tayo, 29 all ang ating score.
Just one of those strong guards, but possible, definitely candidate for Rookie of the Year.
Leading for sure.
Just doing a really good job for this GlobalPort.
At nawala pa yung bola ngayon sa Barako Energy sa pagkakataon ng GlobalPort na makuha yung kalamangan for the first time in this game. Pringle. They hit the deck. Justin Chua calls a timeout immediately upon retrieving the ball. Pringle asking for a foul. All tied up at 29. Ronjay Buenafe gustong ibigay sa kanyang koponan ng kalamangan. Talbog ang bola 2 beses. No go. Tulak ni Marvin Hayes. And Yeah, there had to be a push there because Liam McMorrow, how could Marvin Hayes out-rebound Liam McMorrow?
You do everything that you can to try to get some sort of advantage, especially if you're about 6'3" and he's, what, 7 feet?
To play with a guy before who used to say, if you don't have the height, you push.
That was me sometimes.
Yeah, there were times you were matched up with Asi Taulava all the time.
Asi Taulava, the import, 6'9", 6'8".
Pass comes out to Mamaril. A rare drive para sa kanya. Pinasabit niya si Dylan Ababu. Of course, those two were teammates back with Barangay Ginebra. Billy Mamaril at the line para sa free throws. So you talk about locals who played up against imports a lot. Billy Mamaril is one of them. Be part of history on Independence Day, June 12. Show your support for the Philippines' bid to host the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. You'll also have a chance to get free PBA tickets and more. Watch out for more details. And later at halftime of the second game, the Manila Clasico, Ali, there's going to be an interview between Wasel Guevara will interview Jimmy Alapag about the bid for the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. So it'll be interesting to hear what that's all about.
It's always interesting what Jimmy Alapag has to say, and it's amazing that both of us are just kind of, we're retired now. And when we're playing together, we never thought it was going to end. That's just the mindset.
You
want to keep going, yeah.
You guys can still play, both of you, but here you go. Here's Willie Wilson, another one of those veterans, passing to Justin Chua. Short on the jumper, rebound taken by Willie Wilson. And Willie Wilson's one of those guys, not too much height either. But he's always in the right place at the right time.
One of those sneaky guys hovering underneath the basket. You got to be aware of him because he definitely knows how to use his body and get good position.
Keeps that possession because now his team is trailing. Joseph Yo wants to attack. Tied once again, 31 all. 8 minutes and 17 remaining. Second quarter action po tayo. And the pace has slowed down here in quarter number 2. It was up and down in quarter 1.
It was getting a little bit out of control there. Turnovers especially.
Jared Famous, seeing the smaller defender, attack right away.
Jared Famous just going straight to the basket, taking advantage of that. But what I like is his aggressiveness so far.
And this is Joseph Yo. It's tapped away, pero the referee, that's referee Art Herrera, saw some contact. Billy Mamaril, kanyang unang personal foul. Omar Graham called for that foul rather.
But I mean, it worked for them. It worked for them the last time. You saw it was basically a two-man game between the big man, Justin Chua, and Joseph Yo. Joseph Yo, in the first sequence, he was able to get in deep and score. And now he went to the free throw line.
Papatuloy, pamimigay ng papremyo ng Money Ball, Dribble of the People. 4,000 pesos in cash ang makakuha ng ating best player. Kaya dribblers, makipindot na. At halftime, you will have Miss Carla Lizardo hosting Money Ball. As the GlobalPort and Barako are tied up at 33 apiece. So quadro de tres ang nasa scoreboard natin. Ito si Terence Romeo. Goes to Graham, his 3. Does it go? Pangalawang mintista ni Graham mula sa 3-point land. He can be dangerous from there as Lanete crosses over Romeo. Jumper from Lanete is short. Here's that matchup once again. Inside the Famous. Famous baseline sana, pero andyan si McMorrow. Can he get it to go?
Oh, he almost had it. I thought it was a pretty good, strong move, baseline.
And he avoided the arms of McMorrow, but couldn't get it to drop. Joseph Yo's jumper short once again. That's like the 3rd straight time. Barako's shots have been short. And Graham topples over Jake Pascual. That's going to be a foul on the former Sunbetter Red Lions. Here's Semera, the quick release mula sa 3-point line. That is sa atin ang PLDT Homes Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV, leading by 3 GlobalPort. And that's one thing that this guy Semera can do.
And he's a big guard. He's a really good defensive player.
He does that pretty often. He's making it a habit. And players fans are getting used to the way he plays. There's a foul inside Jared Famous. 3rd personal on Jared Famous with still 6:23 remaining. Dito sa ating second quarter.
The possibility that these two guys can kind of sort of cancel each other out because Liam McMorrow has 2 fouls.
The He's been to the line several times already here in the first half, and that's just we've come to expect that from him. As we remind you na nagpapatuloy yung pabibigay ng papremyo ng Moneyball Dribble of the People, 4,000 pesos in cash ang makakuha ng ating best player. Kaya dribblers, makipindot na mamayang halftime. 2 free throws cut the lead down to just 1 para sa GlobalPort. Graham looking for his buddy Romeo. Romeo inside the paint, fading. Bitin ang tira, Jewel Ponferrada. Back to Romeo. This time he makes sure.
That's one of the keys, attacking the basket. If you don't make it on the first try, offensive rebound.
And this time Jewel Ponferrada is in there to try to stop Liam McMorrow. So the third big guy off that bench, as McMorrow says, you can't stop me.
It's just once he gets that low underneath the basket, it's going to be very difficult for any defender. I don't care how big they are.
Graham splitting the defense, but there was a bump. Mukhang si Jake Pascual na naman matatawagan. Oh, Joseph Yo ang natawagan ng personal. Anong balita sa GlobalPort, Erica?
Ito na nga't nakaalpas na ang GlobalPort and Coach Pido keeping his cool and making sure that he is that source of composure. His instructions were all intended to taking shots from the inside for easy baskets, but still mindful sa posibleng diskarte mula sa labas. Pero mainly, his plays are to open up lanes para makamaximize ng diskarte mula sa loob. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Ito nun sa play naman, yung dalawang gwardya, si Graham pati si Romeo, from outside attacking going in, and Graham dropped that foul. Siya naman na nasa linya ngayon para sa dalawang free throw. Omar Graham, you know, first he had a good game at the start of the conference, then had some subpar games scoring-wise. Then has really picked it up in the last 4 games for them. 19 points, as you said, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So also putting stats, and that just makes that backcourt all the more dangerous. You have Pringle, Romeo, and then now you have Fred.
Well, you got to believe, especially him being an import, at some point he's going to find his mark again. And that's exactly what he's done.
And with the free throw, puts his team up by 2, 39 to 37. 5:21 na lang natitira sa ating first half. RR's back in the game. Go from Chico Lanete. Inside to Jake Pascual, who hesitated, then takes it. No go. Liam McMorrow going. What they're gonna say? On the box out. Semerad on the box out. That's a foul contra kay Liam McMorrow.
It's a tough call because you're trying to box out a big guy. And you're doing what you think you're supposed to be doing, and all of a sudden, the long arms of Liam McMorrow tips the ball towards himself, and in the process, you pick up a foul.
Well, yeah, when you're about, what, maybe 9 inches
Yeah.
smaller. And there's the Korean import of Barangay Nebra with his interpreter. He'll be playing his second ball game dito sa PBA. Contra Star Hotshots, you know, welcome to the PBA. You get a tough match against GlobalPort in your first outing, and now you're playing in the Manila Clasico in just your second outing.
Looks like he's got a bit of a fan base growing too. Every time the camera pans to one of the players, man, the crowd goes crazy. But that's what you like to see.
And it's for both teams,
For
whether
both
it's
teams,
Star
yeah,
or
for both
Ginebra.
teams.
Well, they should be cheering these two teams on, playing a good ball game so far. But Graham throws it away. Garcia tumatakbo. And look at the way McMorrow really just rushes down every time. But Lanete absorbing the contact and throwing it over the backboard. That ball's going to go back the other way, turnover yan.
It's one thing to be athletic and big and powerful, but then you just put so much more pressure on that defense by sprinting up and down the court.
Terence Romeo kalaban si RR Garcia. He used to go at it to practice all the time. And Romeo not respecting that defense whatsoever.
I mean, that was tough. That was a tough shot. That was good defense actually by R. Garcia, but man, what a shot.
Si RR, tingnan natin kung masasagot niya. Treff naman ang kanyang binitawan. That's way offline. Almost an air ball, barely graced the rim. Graham's gonna sit as Stanley Pringle. Pinasok na naman ni Pido Harenso. What a luxury, the 3-guard rotation that he has right now.
Definitely, and they shoot well too.
Romeo.
And it's just, you know, really all it is just screen downs by the bigs. And what Terence Romeo's doing, he's reading his defense. This time, he flared out.
He's just a confident shooter, knocking that 3 down. That's brought to us by PLDT Home Revolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV, and the second straight short shot para dito sa Barako Energy. And inside to Jared Famous, that shot is nullified. The foul had come on the floor.
Great shot here by Terrence Romeo in the face of R. Garcia. But see, that's where he read the screen. R. Garcia is expecting him to come up top. What does he do? He reads the defense, goes baseline, flares out, gets the shot.
And that's why the upside is really so high for Terrence Romeo. Second year in the league, pero the way he reads the defense, as you say, he's such a mature player already, and the talent level just really high.
I mean, a lot of that, you got to watch film, especially from the greatest shooters. Reggie Miller comes to mind. He was one of the masters of working off those picks set by the big man baseline.
Another guy comes into mind, Rip Hamilton too.
Absolutely.
A bit shorter range though, more of the perimeter side.
The mid-range game.
And another miss inside from Barako, and a loose ball foul mula kay JC Intal, more of frustration than anything else. That's going to be free throws para kay Jared Famous dahil penalty na yung magkabilang koponan with 3:33 remaining in the second quarter. So the lead is now 6 para sa GlobalPort. That's their biggest lead of the game. And Famous wants to add on to that. 3 of 6 from the line, Jared Famous.
But they're doing a really good job, Charlie. They're attacking on the inside. They're taking advantage. Last time around, Jared Famous saw the opening. He sprinted down the floor, got to the basket, and of course, Terrence Romeo getting those shots on the perimeter. So the attack is coming from different places.
That's a miss on the second free throw. Tumatakbo na naman ang Barako Energy. But it's stolen right back by G-Port. Terrence Romeo, the lob to Jared Famous. Good hands mula kay Famous, and he gets that basket inside.
Great recognition, great pass by Terrence Romeo, great body control by Jared Famous. Great shot.
Suddenly the lead is 9. They were down by 10, now they're up by 9. That's a 19-point turnaround. Jake Pascual, quick shot inside. He can't get at the fall. Noong first quarter, he had 2 shots na awa pumasok. Pero ngayon, niuluwa pa ng ring. Ito si Pringle. Romeo, isa pang 3. Short yan. Let's see, we talk about starting well, but finishing well is equally important.
It's probably more important.
Still can't get a basket with R. Garcia. Ponferrada and McMorrow. Some shoving after the play. Let's look at if tatak move of the game. Brought to us by Wholesome. Panatag ka. Pag Wholesome.
You're a pretty good passer in this league. And you see a guy that's about, close to 7 foot. And you just toss it up there, especially if you know he's really good at grabbing the ball.
Here's McMorrow. Another free throw, but that's a miss this time. Catch the 28th SEA Games. As participating countries compete for the gold in tennis, netball, swimming, football, all of those sports. Tonight on Action TV, 7 p.m. Laban, Pilipinas. 2 gold medals already for the Philippines in the sport of triathlon, both men's and women's. So kudos to our first gold medalist. We're going to have a bunch more. We know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, 8-point lead para sa Global. 48-40 at the score. 2:33 na lalabis sa ating first quarter. Bagsak si Pringle pero napasa pa niya sa kanyang kakampi. At si Romeo, ito na shake and bake move. Going to Jewel. And the slap on the arm mula kay Carlo Lastimosa. Pangatlong personal ng pamangkin ni Jolas yan.
It's a good heads-up play, and I say that because Stanley Pringle was actually running a play. He fell down, almost lost the ball, but was able to get the ball to Terrence Romeo. Anytime there's a broken play, it usually ends up in a pick-and-roll situation. This time, they were able to get something out of it.
Ito yun, nahulog siya, lost his footing. Still able to find a teammate. And here's Ponferrada, missed the first one, however, former NU Bulldog. And he misses both. Rebound taken by McMorrow once again. Celestine Lastimosa scored 7 points noong first quarter. Wala pang itatala dito sa second. Ngayon, gusto na niyang dagdagan yung 7 niya, pero bitin ang 3-point shot. And Jake Pascual, pinasabi ni Jared Famous, pangatlong personal na ni Jake.
Getting a little frustrating for Barako Bull, but you got to give credit to the defense of GlobalPort because they're not really giving them much options. They're forcing the pick and rolls baseline, and it looks like they're in a 2-3 zone, and they're trapping. So it's very difficult. Very important, though, for Barako Bull. They need to come up with something a little bit more strategic, need a little bit more ball movement. I say get the ball inside.
To the big guy.
To the big guy.
Three straight missed free throws for GlobalPort. Conferada missed it a couple. Ito naman si Famous. But he already has a double-double. 12 and 10 na para kay Jared Famous dito sa ating first half. And his stats stay the same after those misses. Jake Pascual. The lob to Liam McMurdo. And he slams it home.
And I was saying it earlier. You know, those are the type of plays they need to make, especially when you got a guy as explosive as Liam McMurdo. Man,
you know, he wanted that jam.
just came out of nowhere, but
They want to just lay it up and then, you know, give a chance to miss. And they force Romeo sa kanyang klaseng tira. Diretso palabas yung bola, balik sa Barako. Here's that shot inside, Ali.
I mean, just power. There's really nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, if you're Doug Kramer, you try to, you end up just fouling it.
There's just nothing you can do about that.
Pass goes inside to Pascual. Kick to RR. From 3. In and out. Rebound taken by Pringle. Nagmamadali na naman si Pringle. Iniwan para kay Jared Famous. Easy layup naman sa big man ng GlobalPort.
Good defense, but at the same time, you look at least 4 or 5 jerseys sprinting down the court and resulting in 2 points. Great transition play by GlobalPort.
You know what happened really in the second quarter, Ali, was the speed game that Barako was doing in quarter number 1 has gone.
Well, they slowed it down quick. A lot of it was the defense. The defense adjustment by Coach Peter Horencio. As we see another turnover by Barako Bull.
GlobalPort has been capitalizing dyan sa mga turnovers ng Barako Energy with only 49.6 remaining in the second quarter. 8 ang lamang ng Global. Famous, a bit out of his range. Slams into Rico Meyer-Hofer. That's going to be an offensive foul. And what? That's 4.
Yeah, you admire his aggressiveness, Charlie, but at the same time, he's got to be a little bit careful. You know, it's so tempting if you're an import, you see a mismatch. It's not like Liam McMurro's guarding him. It's one of the locals who's a little bit smaller. Sometimes you have to be a little bit more mindful.
So 4 personals para kay Jared Famous. So agad-agad pinasok si Billy Mamarin para palitan si Famous. Baka magkalima pa with only 30 seconds to go in the first half. Joseph Yo to RR. His 3rd attempt from 3-point shot. 3rd time's a charm para rito kay RR Garcia.
What I liked about that shot, I mean, they got about a few passes out of that, but what I liked about it is that it was in motion. It was in some sort of flow.
A while ago, you caught a glimpse of the PBA brass on your screens. You got the 2 Chitos, Chito Salud and Chito Narvasa, who is going to be the commissioner, the league commissioner, as Chito Salud slides up to the CEO position. And Willie Martel, of course, there. And then the Ginebra coach and manager, that's Frankie Ling and Altua, respectively. They'll be playing later against Tim Cone's boys. As Billy Mamaril misses the jumper, but they keep it alive at the last second. Nakatira pa si Stanley Pringle, di lang pumasok, pero nice turnaround para sa GlobalPort. They were down for most of this the entire first quarter into the second, but they come back to lead by 5 at the half, 50-45.